The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Browns and the Barons, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup here in Week 3 between the Cleveland Browns and the Brooklyn Barons. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at Week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Samuel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Samuel. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Samuel. A dump off to Anderson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. To throw on 2nd down. Samuel. It completes it once more to Anderson. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw on 3rd down. Samuel. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back, but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Now Anderson running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Samuel. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a
That's
fast
true.
start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to keep this again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now a handoff running through the middle. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Right back to him on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. Results with a 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Samuel. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Samuel. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing on 3rd and long. Samuel. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first. Throwing to start the drive. Samuel. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Samuel.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Complete to number 8. A gain of 14. First down, Browns.
Getting the call is Anderson running left.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuel looking middle, and it's incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Dances by him. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Samuel, he finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Up the middle, it's Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Samuel. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Samuel. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Samuel got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give it to Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Samuel. He's got it to Williams. Down inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A throw over the middle, taken in. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Barons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
A penalty is declined.
Now the extra point.
he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing on first down. Samuel, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a give running left with Anderson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And they will take over first and 10. This offense back to work now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right.